the ultimate enemy or one of the biggest enemies this political correctness, this wokeism, to where people censor themselves and feel like I can't say the obvious of what these guys are doing in my community and what they're doing to the girls. I mean, and the way they've taken, emasculated the men and taken the family out of the society and taken the religion out of the society. I mean, is that all a factor as well?
I'd say the fear is real, and I don't blame the people for having that fear. Remember, I wore a mask, so I had that fear.
Okay.
I had properties and businesses that I didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
So I didn't willingly put my face up. I was the same as that person. Now, what they've done is they've managed to get the whole of society financed up to the neck. And living on the need for the job, and no one can lose the job.
Right.
So people have, first and foremost, they want to protect their family. So I don't blame them. I understand it. I understand why they're scared, and they're rightfully scared because they have all these NGO organisations that make sure you do lose your job. If you speak out. So they've managed to. They don't need to bring in laws against free speech. They just scare the hell out of you, and people know. Do we live? Do you hear anyone saying anymore? It's a free country. No one says it anymore. They know it's not. We've come to we now know it's not.
Yeah. We
don't have free speech. You will lose your job. So I don't blame people. But the problem is, that is the mass problem. There's everyone just spoke openly, but they are now. Do you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, do you know how lonely it was trying to talk about Islam? Do you know the consequences? And people would want to spit on you, punch you. Even non-Muslims would be attacking you. That's shifted. Now, so many commentators, so many political commentators, now politicians. You see Rupert Lowe now leading the charge in Parliament. Do you know, if up towards 1 million people turn out on September 13th, do you know how many Conservative MPs that will give courage to? That are probably in politics, that have thought the way we think, but they've all been too scared to say it. Well, that bubble's bursting. It's definitely bursting. And it's encouraging to see how many people are starting to speak up, how many commentators and presenters on radio and TV, and now how many citizen journalists there are that are openly.
Investment Club. Today I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
Speaking about and having these conversations. We need more speech, more free speech. We need to understand and educate on what we face, and people need to understand the real dangers of what we face. And we have, I think we're at a pivotal moment in this country's history where we're running out of time. We're running out of time. We either get a grip of this now, next 24 months, 36 months, or we may have lost our country forever. Because the demographical change through democracy, we'll lose. We're going to lose. And we're a minority. I looked at the figures for the Muslim community in Manchester. After the Salman Abedi bombing, I went up to Manchester and started looking. And I stood in one place, in one location. And within a 3-mile radius of where I stood, 22 Muslims had gone to fight for ISIS. Like, what? What is going on? That's in Manchester. I never thought of Manchester having real bad problems. And then I started looking at the Didsbury Mosque where Salman Abedi went to. And I went in there. And I got a leaflet, and I went in there to see the imam because they said, come and ask questions. And they all got security. But I went in there and it had the music made me do it. And I looked at all the extremist preachers they've had there. So they had a big banner on the side of the mosque saying, we love Manchester. I thought, you cheeky bastards. Preacher after preacher promoting hatred against non-Muslims, execution of homosexuals, murder people who leave Islam. This is what's being promoted in this mosque. Whilst having a sign saying we love Manchester. They're all bullshitting us, in this same mosque. So when I went into the mosque, there was a leaflet that said, the music made me do it. So I picked the leaflet up. Bearing in mind, this terrorist had just targeted Ariana Grande concert. So I read the leaflet and I looked at how many of these leaflets were sent from a place in Birmingham. They sent to mosques across the country. And they were talking about music being satanic. This is in the mosques. So all these problems are going on in towns and cities. And when I looked at Manchester, the Muslim community went from 25,000 to 50,000 over 10 years. The next 10 years, it went from 50,000 to 100,000, 10 years later. In another 10 years, that's going to be 200,000. In another 10 years, Manchester's gone. That's how quickly it's going to happen. So, and that's without the Excel. When I went through the figures, I've wrote a new book called Manifesto, where I look at everything, because everything that's happening is meant to happen. They're planned it. They're doing it. Yeah, they're replacing us. This is a mass population.
Is there any way to reverse those kind of numbers? It's like a
By 2041, we're a minority in Britain. By 2041, and there could be a solution with direct democracy. So they always spoke about direct democracy historically until we had the technology to do it. Once we had the technology for it, because we can now, I'll tell you what, do you want to fund Ukraine? Ask the public. No, we don't. Yeah? Do you want to go to war? No, we don't. Do you want to close your borders? Yes, we do. Tomorrow, the borders should be closed. If we're a democratic nation, ask the public what they want, yeah, on the major issues. But we're not a democratic nation. We don't want to be funding Ukraine, the war. We don't want our people dying. We don't want all these things. But they don't ask us. We don't matter. It's all a facade. That parliament's bullshit. 650 traitors in there. But is it too late? And it's never too late. We are accelerating towards a gone part that where it's going to be. There's no solution to our problems without chaos. When the first elected European Parliament group get in, that decide they need to mass deport some of these people, which they did. Trump's doing it now. Yeah, but remember, America's only got a 1 or 2% Muslim population. Some of these countries have got 15% in Europe. There's going to be war. They're not going to allow it. They're not going to allow it. So there's no solution without chaos. But we either have chaos now where we can survive, or you'll just give up and we've been taken over.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.